Food is used to train units and research technologies. You start the game with a few resource crates containing food, which your villagers can collect. This early food is used to train additional villagers from the town center. It is important to always keep training new villagers in order to improve your economy. Herds of huntable animals roam the map. They are a fast source of food, but hunting them may expose your villagers to danger. These herds will run away from hunters. Use this to your advantage. If the hunters attack the animals in the direction of your settlement, the herd will run closer to your town center, where you can gather from it safely, and newly trained settlers will not have to walk so far. Once you have trained enough villagers and have 800 food, advance to the Commerce Age at your town center. Advancing to new ages will unlock new units, buildings, and technologies. Before we explore what the Commerce Age has in store for us, let us see how well you can manage your early economy. Your objective in this challenge is simple. Train 12 villagers and gather enough food to advance to the next age. After your villagers have emptied the crates, have them hunt the nearby animals and begin training new villagers at the town center. The enemy has built outposts near our herds to deter you from gathering food. Drive the animals towards your town center to keep your villagers out of the outpost range. To drive a herd to your town center, send a villager behind the nearby herd and fire on one of the animals. If done properly, the herd will move closer to your town center. Use your war chief to explore the area and find nearby herds of animals. The key to a successful early economy is to ensure that all of your villagers are working at all times, and that your town center does not stop producing villagers. Remember to drive herds towards your town center. Avoid pushing the animals towards your enemy.
Khalo human ti wohati.
Daku, womanik, wable, iblamnik, with womanik there. Daku, wable, iblamnik there, wable. Iblamnikte, womanikte, womanikte, wable. Womanikte, wable, khalo. Iblamnikte, womanikte, khalo. Iblamnikte, khalo. Womanikte, khalo. Wable, khalo. Khalo.
Tiwohati. Tiwohati. We khalo human.
Womanikte, iblamnikte. Wable.
Ibach unkia iblamnikte. Ibach khalo.
Womanikte. Wable.
Tiwohati. Muyacha. Ibach unkia khalo human. Iblamnik khalo human.
Excellent! You have trained enough villagers.
Khalo human.
Wabanikte.
Ha. Aha.
You can still earn a silver medal if you hurry. Well done! You have set up your town economy for the next age.
Wohan.
Another way to obtain resources early in the game is to have your explorer collect various treasures found in the New World. Treasures usually yield resources, but may sometimes grant you a unit or bonus instead. Your explorer and your settlers are able to collect treasures. Small treasures can be found near your starting position, but you will need to venture outside of your town to find larger rewards. The explorer is excellent at scouting the map and providing you with information about the surrounding area. Most treasures are guarded and can only be collected once the guardians are defeated. The explorer, with his higher hit points, attack and special attack ability, is better than settlers at fighting guardians. Some guardians are too strong for even the explorer to fight early on. As you advance through the ages, your explorer becomes stronger and you can train military units to assist him in fighting guardians. You will have to judge which treasures are worth taking, weighing the rewards with the danger posed by the guardians. Your enemies will also try to collect all of the treasures. You should prioritize the treasures that will bolster your early economy. Let us see how well you can manage this. Early on, it is important to collect treasures that will speed the growth of your early economy. These treasures are protected by guardians that you will need to kill before collecting the reward. The closest treasure to your town center is protected by a wolf, one of the weaker guardians. Kill it and collect the treasure.
Evet, evet.
Hücum!
Hazır, evet. Hücum!
Emrin hazır. Evet. Emrin, evet. Emrin. Doğru. Tamam, olur.
Selam, tamam olur.
Good job!
Evet, doğru.
Now, scout the map with your explorer
Evet.
and claim those treasures that you deem important for this
Emrin,
challenge.
doğru. Evet. Doğru. Tamam, olur. Evet. Doğru. Tamam, olur.
Hazır.
Early on, it is important to collect treasures that will speed the growth of your early economy. These treasures are protected by guardians that you will need to kill before collecting the reward. The closest treasure to your town center is protected by a wolf, one of the weaker guardians. Kill it and collect
Doğru.
the treasure.
Hücum! Emrin,
Selam, haydi bakalım.
hazır. Tamam, evet. Doğru, evet.
Hazır, selam. Emir hazır. Emrin, evet. Avcı,
Good job!
avcı.
Now,
Tamam,
scout
olur.
the map with your
Selam,
explorer
avcı.
Hazır,
and
evet.
claim those treasures
Doğru.
that you
Tamam,
deem
olur,
important
evet.
for this challenge.
Doğru. Emrin, tamam, evet. Doğru, evet. Doğru, evet. Doğru. Tamam, doğru.
Use the explorer's special
Tamam, olur.
ability to kill treasure guardians with a single shot. Some
Hazır.
treasure guardians, such as outlaw
Hazır.
blowgunners, are especially
doğru.
vulnerable to
Evet.
melee attacks.
Tamam, olur.
So, you should
Evet.
bring your explorer
Doğru.
within striking distance before engaging them.
Emrin, evet.
Avoid treasures with strong guardians if you
Doğru.
do not
Evet.
have enough
Hücum.
troops to kill them. You absolutely must not lose your explorer.
Evet. Hücum!
Emrin,
Emrin, hazır. Doğru.
Emrin,
Evet. Emrin, Hazır. Evet. Doğru. Evet. Tamam, olur. Doğru. Hücum!
Hazır. Doğru. Selam. Haydi bakalım. Evet. Hazır. Selam. Haydi bakalım. Doğru. Avcı. Avcı.
Emrin? Hazır. Evet. Emrin. Evet. Tamam. Evet. Doğru. Evet. Doğru. Evet. Evet. Tamam. Olur. Evet. Doğru. Tamam. Olur. Evet. Hazır.
Hazır.
Hazır. Doğru.
Emrin. Selam. Emrin. Selam. Hazır.
Emrin? Tamam. Evet. Doğru. Tamam.
You
Olur.
can no longer earn the gold medal, but do not despair. The silver medal
Tamam,
is still in
olur.
reach.
Emrin.
Ottoman settlers train
Evet,
automatically.
selam.
So
Emrin.
you must merely put
Evet.
them to work whenever they are created. Do not forget
Evet.
to build houses
Haydi
though.
bakalım.
If you do not have enough population
Doğru.
space, you will no
Avcı.
longer produce
Haydi bakalım
settlers.
avcı.
Hazır. Evet. Doğru.
The opportunity to earn a silver medal has passed. However, you can still
Tamam,
earn
evet.
the bronze medal.
Doğru. Tamam. Olur. Doğru. Tamam. Olur.
Well done.
Evet.
You
Hazır.
managed
Hazır.
to obtain the required food. I hope that you learned
Evet.
some valuable lessons
Doğru.
about using your explorer and collecting treasures. Your town is just that, a town. You are on a mission from your homeland. Therefore, your home city will supply you to help you complete your mission. Anything you do, constructing buildings, training units, and destroying enemy assets, generates experience that can be exchanged for this help. Once you have accumulated enough experience, you will earn a shipment. These shipments can be used to deliver units, ships, resource crates, building wagons, and even unit improvements. Normally, the shipped units are delivered to your town center, but other buildings, such as outposts or forts, can be set to receive shipments. Naval shipments arrive at a separate flag located on the water. A good way to generate experience is to have your explorer construct a trading post on a trade route. Whenever the trade caravan passes your trading post, you will receive a large amount of experience. In later ages, the trading post can also generate other resources. Do not forget to be active if you want to earn experience. Your home city will reward you not only for exploring the new world, but also for keeping others away from it. Welcome. In this challenge, you will learn about the importance of experience points and how to earn them. Remember that Dutch settlers cost coin instead of food. With this in mind, you should task around 5 settlers to mine coin in order to maintain constant settler production. In a regular game, there are 3 ways to receive experience points. Killing enemy troops and treasure guardians, destroying enemy buildings, and collecting treasures. Use your explorer and your envoy to scout the map. It is important to find treasures and trade routes as quickly as possible before your enemy can take possession of them. An enemy patrol. Killing those units will yield additional experience.
Juist.
Hallo? Houthakker.
Commando?
Ja?
Ja?
Kom ja. Oké.
Ja, oké. Ja? Juist. Oké. Ja, juist.
Hallo? Juist. Ik ga. Oké, ik ga.
Klaar. Oké. Ja. Juist. Oké. Ja. Oké. Ja. Oké. Ja.
Ja? Klaar.
Ja. Timmerman.
Ja. Ja. Ja.
You have
Juist.
found an unoccupied trading post socket.
Juist.
Use your explorer to build a trading post here in order to obtain additional experience
yeah.
points. The enemy
Yeah,
has
yeah.
built a trading post on the southern part of the trade route. You should tear it down and replace it with one of your own. You have earned enough experience points to order your first shipment.
Klaar.
Welcome. In this challenge, you will learn about the importance of experience points and how to earn them.
Ja, oké.
Remember that Dutch
Klaar,
settlers
ook
cost
juist.
coin instead of
Commando?
food.
Ja.
With this in mind,
Okay, yeah.
you should task
Yeah, okay.
around
Hallo.
5
Ja.
settlers to mine
Juist,
coin
ik ga.
in order to maintain constant settler production. In a regular game, there are 3 ways to
Klaar, ja,
receive
oké.
experience points.
Ja, klaar.
Killing enemy troops and treasure
Commando,
guardians,
Houthakker.
destroying enemy buildings
Ja, ja.
and collecting
Juist.
treasures. Use your explorer and your envoy to scout the map.
ja.
It is important to find treasures and trade routes as quickly as possible
Oké.
before your
Ja,
enemy can
juist.
take possession
Oké.
of them. You have found
Klaar.
an unoccupied
Ja, ik
trading
ga.
post socket.
Juist.
Use your explorer to build a trading post here
Ja.
in order to obtain
Oké.
additional
Ja.
experience points.
Commando? Juist. Ja. Juist. Klaar. Ja. Juist.
Commando. Ja. 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 Houthakker. Ja. Ja.
Ja. Oké. Commando? Juist. Ja. Oké. Ja. Ja. Oké. Ja. Oké. Ja. 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 Oké. Ja. Juist. Oké. Klaar. Ja?
Commando. Houthakker.
You have earned enough experience
Ja.
points to order your first shipment. Excellent. You have built your
Ja.
first
Juist.
trading post.
Oké.
Each time the trader passes
Ja.
it, you will earn 3 experience points.
Juist. Oké.
Later
Ja.
on,
Oké.
you can
Ja.
upgrade
Oké.
the trade
Juist.
route
Oké.
to generate other resources, such as
Ja.
food, wood, and coin as well.
Oké. Ja. Juist. Oké. Ja. Klaar. Ja. Ook juist. Oké. Commando?
Enemy
Ja,
has
oké.
built a trading
Ja.
post on the southern part of the trade route. You should tear it down and replace it with one of your own.
Ja? Ik ga... Ja, oké.
Ja. Hallo? Ja. Juist.
An enemy patrol.
Ja, ten
Killing
oorlog.
those units will yield additional experience.
Ja? Commando? Klaar. Commando? Ja. Ja? Commando? Ja? Klaar. Ja? Klaar. Commando? Aanvallen. Klaar. Commando?
Ja?
Ja.
Ja. Ook ja.
points to order your second
Commando?
shipment.
Aanvallen! Ja, oké. Juist. Oké. Aanvallen!
Command. Ik ga. Klaar. Juist. Oké. Ja. Command. Juist. Oké.
Oké, ik juist.
Klaar. Ja. Aanvallen! Commando?
Ja. Ja. Ook ik ga aanvallen.
Ja? Commando?
Klaar. Ten oorlog. Commando. Ja. Ja. Klaar. Aanvallen.
Klaar. Juist.
Ja. 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 Aanvallen. Klaar.
You've earned enough experience points to order your third shipment.
Ja? Ja. Aanvallen! Oké.
Ja. Hallo, handelaar.
Commando?
Commando.
Ja. Ja. Ik ga.
You've earned enough experience points to order your fourth shipment.
Klaar. Hallo.
Ja. Oké. Juist. Commando. Ja. Oké. Juist.
Ja?
Ja. Commando. Handelaar.
Commando? Ja?
Hallo. Timmerman. 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 Timmerman.
Commando? Klaar.
Trading post is no more, and your forces have gained valuable experience. Now, build your own trading post on the socket. You narrowly missed earning a gold medal. Now, you must try to aim for the silver medal.
Commando. Ja. Ja. Juist. Oké. Ja.
Ja? Ja. Juist.
Ja. Commando. Ja. Oké. Aanvallen.
Klaar.
You have earned enough
Ja,
experience
ik ga.
points to order a final shipment. Good job. Remember, sending the right shipment at the right time can make all the
Oké.
difference.
Juist.
A well-maintained economy is required to advance your town through the ages. The more settlers you have, the stronger your economy. It is therefore important to keep training settlers throughout the game. A common strategy known as booming focuses on building a gigantic economy and largely ignoring military. The point of booming is to be able to afford large armies to crush your enemies later in the game. When booming, you may find that natural resources like huntable animals and coin mines quickly become scarce. You will also have to rely on economic buildings, such as mills. Settlers gather resources from these infinitely, but very slowly. In the later ages, you will be able to construct additional town centers. This will allow you to train more settlers and grow your economy faster. Advancing to later ages is expensive, so you will need many settlers if you want an advantage over your enemy. Your town has just reached the fortress age. Select your town center and train as many settlers as you can with your remaining food. Set the rally point on a herd of animals for now.
Sí.
The key to booming is ensuring that your town centers are always busy. I say town centers
lo haré.
because you will need more than just one.
Lo haré. Sí. Correcto. Sí. Correcto. ¿Cuál es sí? Correcto.
Enough experience to afford a home city shipment. Send additional settlement. Send additional settlers to speed your resource income, or a covered wagon or cords of wood to build additional town centers right away.
¿Cuál es correcto? Lo haré. Sí. Correcto. Sí. Correcto. Sí. Lo haré. Correcto. Lo haré. Sí, sí. Correcto. Sí. Sí, voy a hacerlo. Sí. Lo haré. Correcto. Lo haré. Sí. Lo haré. Correcto. Sí. Sí. Correcto. Lo haré.
¿Cuál es su comando? Hola. Constructora.
Your settlers need houses. Be proactive in building houses to prevent your town centers from becoming idle. Monitor your population counter in the resource panel.
Preparada.
Correcto. Sí. Correcto. Sí, sí. Correcto. Sí.
Good job. You now have a second town center.
Correcto. Lo haré.
Queue up some settlers and task them to gather food and corn.
Correcto. Sí. Lo haré.
Hola. Voy a hacerlo. Constructora.
Sí, correcto. Sí. ¿Cuál es su comando? Preparado.
¿Cuál es su comando? Sí, leñadora.
Sí. ¿Cuál es su... ¡Al ataque! Sí. ¡Al ataque!
Research economic technologies at the market to improve the gathering rate of your settlers.
¿Cuál lo haré? Correcto. Preparado. ¿Cuál es su comando? Preparado. Lo haré. ¿Cuál es correcto? Lo haré. Sí. Sí. Correcto. Lo haré. Sí. ¿Cuál es su comando? Lo haré, sí. Sí. ¡Al ataque! Estoy herido y no puedo moverme. Preparado. Preparado. Lo haré. Sí. ¿Cuál es su comando? Preparado. Sí. Voy a hacerlo. Ahora me siento más simple. Lo haré. Sí. Sí, correcto. Lo haré. Hola, leñador. Sí. Cazador. 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 ¿Cuál es su comando?
Monitor your resources.
Sí.
If you notice that you have a
Voy a
lot of
hacerlo.
coin compared with food,
Cazador.
take settlers away from coin and have them hunt or build a mill.
Sí. Correcto. ¿Cuál lo haré? Correcto. Sí. ¡Al ataque! ¿Cuál es su comando? Sí. Preparado. Sí. ¡Al ataque! Sí. Sí. Correcto. ¿Cuál es su comando? Sí.
The gold medal is out of reach, but you still have time to earn the silver or bronze medals.
Sí. Correcto. Sí. ¿Qué me ordena? Recolector.
Hola, preparadora.
¿Hola? Sí, cazador. Lo haré. Sí, correcto. Lo haré.
¿Sí?
¿Qué me ordena? Hola, leñador. ¿Cuál es su comando?
Preparada.
¿Qué me ordena? Recolector.
Excellent! You have reached the Industrial Age. But you still... Well done! You have 60 settlers and have advanced to the Industrial Age. Your economy is now powerful enough for you to build large armies and vanquish your enemies. Certain strategies are more effective than others. A key component of a successful strategy is the build order. Much like a baker follows a recipe to produce hearty German pumpernickel, diligently following a build order will give you a strong economic foundation for your field tactics. A good build order guides your building construction and unit training, as well as the distribution of settlers. Build orders vary among civilizations based on their unique strengths and weaknesses. For this lesson, we will guide you through a build order to get your town off to a quick start. You will play as the French, a civilization that can use some powerful strategies in the mid-common age, owing to their special Coureur de Bois unit. This type of settler is stronger and better at gathering resources than other settlers, but costs more. Use these special French settlers to quickly gather and advance. Welcome to the Build Order Challenge. During this mission, you will learn to perform a common build order for the French civilization. Listen carefully to each of the instructions. Select your town center and queue up one or more Kira du Bois. Send 4 of the Kira du Bois collecting crates to hunt deer. Leave 1 to finish the remaining crates.
Votre ordre? Oui, très bien. Chasseur.
Finish the starting crates.
Oui.
Send the idle
Correct.
Kira du Bois and any
Oui.
new ones that you train to collect food as well. Do not let your town center become idle.
Très bien.
Your success depends on it. Use your explorer and your native scout to scour the map for important resources. You can also use them to seek and loot treasures to boost your early economy. Remember to drive animals towards your town center to minimize the amount of
Très bien.
distance that your hunters must walk.
Oui. Très bien. Oui. Correct. Très bien. Prêt. Correct. Oui. Très bien. Votre ordre? Oui.
You should build a house to
Très
make
bien.
sure that you have enough housing to support any new units.
Votre ordre? Prêt. Oui. Oui. Correct. Très bien. Votre ordre? Correct. Oui. Bonjour, je le bûcheron.
You have earned the shipment from your home city. Use it to send 3 Kira du Bois.
Oui. Prêt. Oui.
Kakak. Klatawa.
Do not let your town center become idle. Your success depends on it.
Correct. Votre ordre? Oui. Bonjour. Maçon. Prêt. Maçon. Oui. Bûcheron. Bûcheron. Prêt. Votre ordre? Prêt.
Kakak.
Je suis blessé. Je ne peux pas bouger. Prêt. Bonjour. Votre ordre? Bûcheron. Prêt. Oui. Maçon. Votre ordre? Chasseur. Oui. Prêt. Votre ordre?
Kakak.
Votre ordre? Oui. Chasseur. Prêt. Oui. Votre ordre? J'ai repris des forces. Oui. Très bien. Oui. Prêt. Oui. Correct. Très bien.
Bonjour. Prêt. Maçon. 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 Oui. Bonjour. Votre oui.
À l'attaque!
Votre très bien. Maçon. Oui. Chasseur. Prêt.
Je
Bonjour.
suis blessé! Je ne peux pas bouger!
Prêt. Oui, correct. Oui, je le ferai. Oui.
You can now advance to the next age. Select the town center, click the Commerce Age button, and select the Quartermaster Politician.
Oui, très bien. Oui. Correct. Je le ferai. Très bien. Chasseur, chasseur, chasseur.
Excellent. You are advancing to the next age.
Oui.
Send a curer out to each of the nearest animal herds and start
Bûcheron.
driving them back toward your town center so that you can gather from them in safety. Now is a good time to send your explorer to build a trading post on the nearby trade route. You will need the extra experience points. Research hunting dogs, placer mines, and great coat at your market when you can afford them. These technologies are important as they increase the gathering rate of your curers and make them
Oui, très
less
bien.
vulnerable
Oui,
to raids.
correct.
Now, task 12 of your curer to gather wood, but keep 2 hunting to herd the
Bonjour.
remaining animals.
Oui.
You must also build
Bonjour.
a market. The market provides access to technologies that are important
Ouais.
for your economy. Now, switch 9 curers
Oui.
to bois to food and 5
Ouais.
to coin.
Bonjour.
Leave none
Oui,
on
très bien.
wood.
Bûcheron.
J'ai repris des forces.
Bonjour. Prêt. Votre bûcheron. Oui. Chasseur. Bonjour. Votre ordre. Chasseur. Prêt. Correct. Chasseur. Votre correct. Oui. Prêt. Très bien.
Commerce Age. Start training more coureurs du bois and ship 4 coureurs from your home city. You will need 28
Votre
of them
oui.
at the end of this challenge. Use the wood gathered from the cords
Ouais.
to build a barracks.
Oui. Très bien. Oui. Correct. Bonjour. Maçon. Maçon, maçon. Prêt. Très bien. Votre ordre? Oui, je le ferai. Chasseur. Bonjour.
Research steel traps at your market.
Prêt.
Start training musketeers at your barracks without interrupting curer production at your town center. Use the wood from the cords to build a stable and 5 houses. The houses should be enough to support the population needed to complete this challenge. Every new curer du bois should be tasked to gather food. Keep 5 of your curers mining to ensure a steady supply of coin.
Votre oui. Bon, prêt. Maçon, bon, oui. Très bien. Maçon. Votre ordre? Oui. Prêt. Votre, très bien. Correct. Prêt, très
Keep
bien.
a chest of 700 gold. This will fund your military production.
Oui. Correct. Très bien. Votre oui. Prêt. Oui. Bonjour. Prêt. Maçon, 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 maçon. Maçon, maçon. Maçon, maçon.
Oui.
Votre ordre? Très
The
bien.
gold medal is no longer attainable. Silver is still up for grabs, however.
Votre ordre? Maçon. Prêt. Oui. Oui, je le ferai. Prêt. Je le ferai. Chasseur. Oui, très bien.
Train 10 hussars at your stable. You will need a strong army if you are to defeat the enemy.
Oui, bon, oui, oui. Je le ferai. Bûcheron. Votre ordre? Prêt.
Oui, oui, prêt.
Oui. Correct, oui.
Votre ordre? Oui.
Votre ordre? Correct, correct.
Prêt.
Bonjour. Chasseur. Oui, ramasseur. Votre ordre? Prêt. Chasseur. Votre oui. Oui, ramasseur. Prêt. Chasseur.
Votre oui. Oui.
Votre ordre? Prêt. Oui.
You can no longer earn the
Chasseur.
silver medal, but bronze remains in reach.
Bonjour. Prêt.
You have completed a build order. But
Votre ordre?
what is this?
Je le ferai.
An enemy army is on its way to destroy your town.
Prêt.
Gather your soldiers and drive them off.
Prêt. Je le ferai.
Votre correct. Ferme. Oui. Oui. Correct. Très bien. Votre ordre?
Votre ordre?
Correct.
Votre oui.
Oui.
Je suis blessé. Je ne peux pas bouger. Prêt. Oui.
Prêt. Oui. Correct. Très bien. Et je le ferai. Correct.
Well done. You have successfully built a strong economy and an army that can effectively contend with any opponent. It is good to note that as the French, you have options. You can either stay in the Commerce Age and continue to grow your town, or advance to the next age. Both are viable choices depending on the situation. You are now ready for the next challenge. Just as there are strategies for growing your town's economy, there are also military strategies. First, we must focus on defense. Your enemies may attack you to attempt to cripple your economy. You must learn how to react and defend against such attacks. Your main method of defense is garrisoning your settlers inside any nearby town centers or outposts. This will allow your settlers to fire upon enemy soldiers. Your town center can also be used to call on Minutemen, soldiers whose high attack makes them an excellent choice for repulsing enemy attacks. Just know that Minutemen lose hit points over time, making them poor offensive units. Attacking a town and destroying buildings will take a lot of time for a player without siege equipment. If you have military buildings of your own, take the enemy's slow advance as an opportunity to train some soldiers of your own. Alternatively, if you have earned a shipment, you can call up some troops from your home city. Let us see if you are up to the task of defending your town against invaders. Your town must advance to the Fortress Age, but the enemy has found you. Quick, send a home city shipment of soldiers and prepare to garrison your settlers. Remember, every garrison center increases the town center's attack.
Qual é a sua ordem? Preparada?
Now, call in a group of Minutemen. They will help you defend your town
Construtora.
center.
Vou fazer.
Ao ataque!
Preparado.
Ao ataque!
Remember to not let your town center go idle. You should always have settlers queued up.
Ao ataque! Sim! Ao ataque! Qual é a sua ordem?
Olá. Construtora.
Qual é a sua ordem? Sim! Vou fazer.
Good job.
Sim!
You have successfully defended your settlements.
Forrageira.
Now at least.
Preparado! Vou executar!
Sim. Qual é esse correto?
Qual é? Vou fazer! Sim! Vou executar! Sim!
Olá. Qual é a sua ordem? Preparada? Forrageira.
Sim! Sim! Preparado! Sim! Vou atacar! Preparado! À luta! Sim! Vou executar! Sim! Vou fazer! Vou atacar! Preparado! Sim! Qual é a sua ordem? Vou atacar!
Preparado.
Assalariado.
Remember to not let your town center go idle.
Sim!
You should
Sim!
always have settlers
Qual
queued
é a
up.
sua... Vou executar.
Qual é a sua ordem?
Sim.
Sim! Vou atacar! À luta!
The opportunity to earn the gold medal has passed, but you still have time to earn the silver medal.
Olá!
Olá. Vou fazer. Vou executar. Preparada. Olá. Forrageira.
Remember to not let your town center go idle. You should always have settlers queued up. You can now advance to the next age. Click the
Qual é essa
The enemy
hora?
was unable to prevent you from
Vou
reaching the
escutar.
next age. Rushing, attacking the enemy early, is another common strategy. A small investment in military will pay off if you can cripple your enemy's economy and gain an advantage. War is economics by other means, after all. Cavalry and ranged units are best suited to rushing due to their mobility and range. Settlers and villagers require some effort to kill. It would be wise to move your units as close to them as possible and attack them before the enemy notices your presence. That way, you can maximize your damage even as they try to run. Dealing damage with melee attacks will cause fleeing enemies to be slowed for a few seconds. This is called snaring and makes it harder for the opponent to escape a dangerous situation, which in turn often guarantees kills for the snaring player. Beware of enemy defenses. The longer that your raiders stay alive, the more you will be able to harass and disrupt your enemy's economy. If you do not think that you can face the defenders, it is better to run and fight another day, or seek out more undefended settlers. The enemy is building up its base undisturbed. This is not acceptable! One of your settlers is building a forward barracks in the center of the map, so that you can train soldiers to rush the enemy. This is your town. You have all that you need to start rushing the enemy. Be quick and kill some enemy villagers before they can organize a defense.
Bereit, ja? Richtig.
Bereit. Ja. Holzfäller.
Aufgabe. Ja, Holzfäller.
Bereit. Ja, verstanden. Richtig. Aufgabe verstanden. Richtig. Bereit. Ja, ja. Ja, richtig.
Decent force.
Bereit.
Try to attack the enemy. Do not forget about your
Aufgabe? Ja,
shipments.
richtig.
With each shipment, the Germans get 3 Ulans that you can use to raid.
Bereit. Verstanden. Ja, ja, richtig. Verstanden.
Bereit. Jawohl.
Ja, richtig. Verstanden. Ja. Verstanden. Ja.
Auftrag. Verstanden.
Avoid the enemy town
Aufgabe?
center. You are
Verstanden.
not able to assail it at this
Ja.
point.
Richtig. Verstanden. Ja. Verstanden. Ja. Angriff!
Ja. Jawohl. Jawohl. Wird erledigt. Ja. Jawohl. Verstanden. Bereit. Jawohl. Verstanden. Jawohl.
Bereit. Verstanden. Ja, richtig. Angriff! Ja. Aufgabe. Ja. Angriff! 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 Aufgabe bereit. Ja. Aufgabe bereit. Verstanden. Ja. Verstanden. Ja. Verstanden. Ja. Angriff! Verstanden. Angriff!
One
Ja.
villager is down.
Richtig.
Great work.
Ja. Richtig.
Angriff!
Verstanden.
Angriff! Ja. Angriff!
That is a second villager down.
Angriff!
The enemy lost yet another villager.
Angriff!
You missed
Ja.
the gold medal, but
Angriff!
do not worry. You are halfway. Just 4 more villagers. You killed that 5th villager. Just 3 more. Angriff. A 6th enemy villager has fallen. Just 1 more villager and you are done. You have killed 8 villagers and crippled the enemy economy. Great job. The choice of units for your army is very important. Units differ from one another in significant ways. Most importantly, certain unit types deal bonus damage against other unit types, allowing them to act as a counter. A common example is the balance between heavy infantry, heavy cavalry, and ranged infantry. Heavy infantry counter cavalry. Cavalry counter ranged infantry. Ranged infantry counter heavy infantry, and so forth. A balanced army requires more than one unit type. By diversifying your army, you can make full use of each unit's strengths and eliminate their weaknesses through cooperation. Now it is time to see for yourself which units are best used against others. Perhaps you can one day even match the Duke of Wellington himself. In this challenge, you must defend your camp against the enemy attacks. Try not to lose too many of your own soldiers. The enemy is preparing to attack you with hussars. Study the strengths and weaknesses of the enemy forces, and then choose the soldiers that you want to send into battle by clicking the Home City button and then selecting a shipment of soldiers.
Votre ordre? Très bien. Prêt, je le ferai. Chargez! Oui! À l'attaque!
The enemy is about to launch a second attack. Choose the right unit to repel these enemy pikemen.
Prêt? Oui! Oui! Très bien. À l'attaque! Je le ferai. Chargez! Oui! Oui! Très bien. À l'attaque! Je le ferai. Oui! Oui! À l'attaque!
Now the enemy is sending a group of crossbowmen. Choose the right counter and defend your land.
Votre ordre? Oui. Chargez! Prêt? Oui! Oui! À l'attaque! Votre ordre? Oui. Votre ordre?
Enemy crossbowmen, pikemen, and hussars approach from the south. We must stop them.
Votre ordre? Oui. À l'attaque! Je le ferai. Oui. Chargez! Je le ferai. À l'attaque! Très bien. Oui! Je le ferai. Oui.
You have earned the gold medal in a different battle, but do not despair. The silver medal is still within reach.
Très bien. Oui. Oui. Prêt, je le ferai. Oui, très bien. À l'attaque. Votre ordre. Prêt. Oui. Votre ordre. Chargez. Oui.
You and your enemy have advanced to the Fortress Age, but their attacks are not slowing. Choose the right counter units to defeat the musketeers and halberdiers marching towards you.
Prêt. Chargez. Oui. Oui. À l'attaque. Prêt. Chargez. À l'attaque. Oui. À l'attaque.
Your opponent refuses to give in. Skirmishers will soon head your way.
Prêt. Oui. Très bien. Je le ferai. À l'attaque. Chargez.
Achieving the silver medal is no longer possible, but achieving the bronze medal still is.
À l'attaque. Chargez. À l'attaque. Oui. Chargez.
What is this? Thundering hooves! The enemy has sent more hussars to attack your camp.
Prêt. Oui. Oui. À l'attaque. Votre ordre. Oui. Chargez. Je le ferai. Oui. À l'attaque. Prêt. Oui.
More enemy cavalry rides towards our camp. These dragoons must be stopped.
Oui. Très bien. Oui. Votre ordre. Chargez. Oui. Oui. Votre ordre?
This time you failed to earn a medal, but do not worry. Use the remainder of this attempt to learn more about army compositions.
Votre ordre? Oui. Prêt. À l'attaque? Oui. Chargez. Votre ordre? Oui. Prêt. Votre ordre? Prêt. Votre ordre? Votre ordre? Oui. Chargez. Prêt. Oui. Votre ordre? Oui. À l'attaque. Votre ordre? Oui. Chargez. Votre ordre? Prêt. Oui. Prêt. Oui, je... Chargez. Oui. Votre ordre?
What is this? Thundering hooves! The enemy has sent more hussars to attack your camp.
Oui, très bien. Prêt, je le... Oui. Très bien. Votre ordre? Chargez. Je le... Oui, très bien. Oui. À l'attaque. Oui, oui. Très bien, je le... Votre ordre? Chargez. Prêt.
More enemy cavalry rides towards our camp. These dragoons must be stopped.
Oui. Je le ferai. Oui. Oui. À l'attaque. Oui. Oui. À l'attaque. Votre ordre? Oui.
This courage born of despair, your opponent has decided to launch a final attack. If you repel those cuirassiers, victory will be yours at last.
Prêt, très, oui, très bien. Je le ferai. Oui. Oui. À l'attaque. Oui. Oui. À l'attaque. Votre ordre?
Excellent. The enemy has been defeated and the region is now under your
oui,
control.
Très bien. Oui, très bien.
When foraying into new territory, mastering the sea can be as important as dominating the land. Oceans and lakes can hold sources of both food and coin, and be used to transport your troops behind enemy fortifications. To control the water, it is important to remember which ships you have at your disposal. Warships come in many sizes, from the small exploration vessels such as the caravel, to larger combat ships such as the galleon, frigate, and monitor. The larger a ship is, the better it will perform in battle. Some ships have the ability to launch a devastating broadside volley, while others can train new soldiers. Defensive buildings and artillery are able to combat ships very effectively. Make sure not to sail too close to these fortifications. Like Admiral Nelson at Trafalgar, mastering the waves will give you victory. Now, you must manage your ships and see how they fare in battle. Welcome. In this challenge, your goal is to reach the far end of the river while losing as few ships as possible.
आदेश मैं करूंगा मैं जा रहा हूं हाँ मैं करूंगा हाँ मैं करूंगा मैं जा हाँ दिया मैं जा रहा हूं हाँ मैं
Watch
करूंगा
out! Up ahead is an enemy outpost. Defensive fortifications like forts and outposts deal a lot of damage to ships, so it is best to avoid them. The first enemy ships that you will face are a few canoes and one caravel. Blast them! Artillery! city shipments. Will you augment the size of your fleet, improve its firepower, or increase its resilience? Remember, you can move your home city water flag to any explored water area by selecting the flag and clicking the Set Water Spawn Point icon.
तैयार मैं करूंगा मैं जा रहा हूं हाँ
Fire ship approaches. Destroy it before it sets your fleet aflame.
मैं जा रहा हूं मैं करूंगा मैं जा रहा हूं हाँ मैं करूंगा मैं जा रहा हूं तैयार हाँ मैं करूं हाँ मैं जा
The enemy has docked a galleon in their dry dock. If you destroy the two caravels defending it, board the galleon and capture it.
मैं जा रहा हूं मैं करूंगा मैं जा रहा हूं मैं करूंगा
The enemy navy just downstream is made up of a frigate and a few caravels. Focus on the caravels first and then destroy the frigate.
मैं करूं मैं जा रहा हूं मैं हाँ
You have lost two ships and stolen them, but the silver medal is easy reach. Remember, move your most damaged vessels with higher hit points soak up most of the damage. Excellent. The way to the next challenge is open. Hoist the sails. Artillery is one of the most powerful weapons of this era. Cannons are mainly adept at demolishing large groups of infantry and buildings. However, they take time to reload and are very vulnerable to melee attacks. Artillery pieces must unlimber before they can fire. While in firing mode, their movement slows to endure. However, you can overcome this weakness by preparing them before a conflict. Once a battle is over, task your cannons to limber again so that they can move around more easily. Like other units, each type of artillery plays a different role. The falconet specializes in battle infantry. The lighter culverin is best used against other artillery. And the extremely heavy mortar excels at demolishing buildings from a safe distance. Mastering the use of artillery will let you dominate the battlefield as Napoleon did. Now, let us see if you can support your allies with your newfound knowledge of cannons. Your army is about to engage an enemy that has a large force of infantry units. Your mission is to avoid as many casualties as possible. Employ the artillery units that are best suited for this confrontation. Select one artillery shipment from your home city and send the cannons into battle. Remember, your choice should depend on the enemy units that you are going to face. The battle is about to begin. Deploy your cannons and support your soldiers.
Что? Будет сделано. Сделаю. Будет сделай. Да. Будет сделано. Бой. Да. Приказ. Бой.
Приказ будет сделан. Да, будет сделан.
Что? Да.
Что? Бой.
Готов. Бой.
Сделаю. Что? Да. Приказ будет сделан. Сделаю. Что? Бой. Приказ. Атаку. Будет сделан. Да. Что?
Good job! For the next encounter, the enemy is bringing falconets as well. Ship a new batch of cannons from your home city and send them into battle.
Сделаю. Да. Будет сделаю. Да, сделаю. Да. Сделаю. Будет сделай. Да. Будет сделано. Да. Будет сделаю.
Что?
Приказ? Да. Правильно. Приказ. Да. Бой. Атаку! Готов! Атаку! Да! Что? В бой! Что? Приказ?
В атаку!
Готов! Правильно! Приказ? Приказ? Да!
Great! Now, for the final battle, you must destroy the enemy fort.
Готов! Да. В атаку! В бой!
Готов!
Что будет сделано?
Правильно! Да! Будет сделано! Правильно! Да! Будет сделано! Правильно! Будет сделано! Да! Правильно! Будет сделано! Да!
Готов! Да. Будет сделано!
Готов! Будет сделано!
Газ! Будет сделано!
Что?
Готов, да, сделаю. Будет сделано.
Готов!
Готов! Правильно!
Приказ? Вода!
Что будет сделано? Газ! Да, сделаю. Да, сделаю. Будет сделано. Да, будет сделано. В атаку. Сделай. Бой.
Приказ будет сделан. Готов. Будет сделано. Что?